Friends, welcome to Annamaliyar IAS. So I hope you people are preparing well for the examination. So we have started, that is multiple choice questions based on facts about India. So this series consists of four set of questions where I have tried to cover some of the most important facts from each and every area, that is from international affairs, even with respect to the basic aspects such as Indian geography, Indian history, Indian polity, basic facts of these things put together, and which has been made into four set of videos focusing on your preliminary examination 2020, right? So why facts become important? There has been many factual question in your preliminary examination, right? So at least one or two question on year basis from 2016 onwards. So facts do become very important with respect to your examination. So please make use of it. Let's go with multiple choice questions. First question: which of the two states have three digit figures in respect to road length per 100 square kilometer of area? Right, again this is very factual. The options are A. Assam and Himachal, B. Andhra and Uttar Pradesh, C. Kerala and West Bengal, D. Maharashtra and Punjab. And again this is very direct question and very factual in nature, so the answer is C. So I don't want to waste much of the time here, so I just clarify the question. If there is any aspect with that has to be concentrated, then I would be explaining the answer, right? So let's move on to the next question, right? Yes, this question becomes very important. So this has been in news, that is why I have picked this question. The question is, what is the name of the symbolic figure used by Air India other than the Maharaj, right? So Air India has been in use for quite a long period of time. One is due to privatization of Air India, which has been running under loss. So that is one among the thing. And another one most important aspect is the rescue of the people at the time of coronavirus. So Air India has been playing very important role with respect to bringing people to our home country from different countries of the world. So that is why the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji, has praised Air India for its very important role, right? So the question revolves around, what is the name of symbolic figure used by Air India other than Maharaj? So the options are Flying Wings, B. Jumbo, C. Airlink, and D, that is Centaur, right? So the right answer is option D, that is Centaur. Centaur is a Greek word. So Greek historical word. So the body centaur in turn refers to half man and half horse. So that has been the basic aspect with respect to centaur. So let's move on to the next question, right? So let's move on to the next question. Again this is basic question with respect to population in India. Which of the following statements with regard to the population in India is not correct? Right? So the options are A. India's population is second largest in the world, right? So it is after China. Second one, every seventh person in the world is an Indian, so this is also right. Third point, poverty is the result as well as cause of increase in population, so this is also right. Next point, population growth does not affect economic growth, so this has been wrong. This is wrong, right? Population growth do affect economic growth because increasing in population lessens the per capita income per head, right? So that is increase in population, there would always be an increase in national income. But when that national income is divided, right? So with respect to the population, the income, per capita income, decreases. So that has been the basic fact, right? So point D is wrong. So let's move on to the next question. Right, again it is very factual in nature. India's first solar power lighting system, second village in the world, has been installed at second village in the world. So the options are Choglamsar in Ladakh, Chamoli in Kulu, Kandaghat in Shimla, Gomsar in Kinnaur, right? So again this is very factual question. The answer is option A with respect to first solar power lighting system in India, right? So let's move on to the next question. Right, again this question can be your geography question, right, with respect to transportation. The question is Delhi Madras railway line does not pass through, right? So Delhi Madras railway line does not pass through. The options are Nagpur, Vijayawada, C Hyderabad, and D Itarsi, right? Nagpur it is in Maharashtra, Vijayawada Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad you people know well, Itarsi it is in Madhya Pradesh, right? So Delhi Madras railway line does not touch Hyderabad, right? All the other areas are touched. So whenever you go from that is Delhi to Madras or Madras to Delhi through Tamil Nadu Express or Garib Rath, right? So you won't be touching Hyderabad at all, and all the other three places are touched. So again this is very important with respect to your transportation chapter in geography. So let's move on to this next question. Again this question has been asked in UPSC preliminary. I hope it was in the year 2016, right? So the question is, the words Satyameva Jayate are taken from option A Hitopanishad, B Mahabharata, C Rigveda, the fourth one that is Mundaka Upanishad, right? So Satyameva Jayate has been taken from Mundaka Upanishad. This was your prelims question in 2016, right? So that is why these facts would be helpful for you at least to score 1 or 2 marks in your preliminary examination. 1 or 2 questions would definitely come from these areas, right? So next one. Again this is direct question with respect to art and architecture in India. Which is the highest gateway in India? Option A Gate of Taj at Agra, B Gateway of India, Bombay, C Buland Darwaza at Fatehpur Sikri, D India Gate, New Delhi, right? So highest gateway in India. So that has been the question. This is very factual question with respect to art and architecture. Here I am not going to discuss about all these options in detail. Let's get into the answer directly. Whenever it comes to art and architecture, I have tried to explain about all these aspects. So please go through my videos on art and architecture, art and culture in India. That would be helpful, right? The answer is C Buland Darwaza at Fatehpur Sikri is the right answer with respect to this question. So let's move on to the next question, right? So that is this question is very interesting, right? Let's get on to this. Which one of the following are considered outstanding features of Indian culture, right? So this question deals with fundamentals of Indian culture. Which one of the following are considered outstanding feature of Indian culture? The options are, there has been 4 points that has been given. Among that we have to choose right one, right? So first one, tradition of tolerance. Yes, the Indian soil has been tolerating from past 3000 to 4000 years, because from the time of that is Indus Valley civilization, we have been following Hinduism, right? So in the later stages Aryans arrive and their culture has been followed, right? So that is one among the thing. After the decline of these Vedic Aryans, then there started two more religion, that is one is Buddhism and Jainism, that has been around the 6th century BC, right? Again revival of Hinduism takes place over a period of time, and after that in and around 7th century AD, right, Islam, the birth of Islam takes place, and Islam starts to intrude into India from 7th, that is from 8th century onwards. And you would be able to, at the over a period of time, you would be able to see Islamic rule, especially in and around North India. So the medieval India has been ruled by Islamic rulers. So that is what we can say, right? Whether it might be Delhi Sultanates or Mughals, right? They ruled around more than 500 years. So that is one among the thing. With respect to this, you would be able to see that is the tradition of tolerance. It has been always part of Indian culture, right? Point one is very much valid. And point two, that is universal outlook, of course, right? Indian culture has got its own uniqueness, that is universal outlook. That is Hinduism in present context has been followed by most of the people in Europe as well as in that is USA. And Buddhism has been followed in many of the countries, especially China, Japan, and many of the Southeast Asian countries also, right? So that is what the religion, our religion has got universal outlook. So this is right. And point number three, respect for gods and goddesses and tendency to worship. So respect for gods and goddesses and tendency to worship. So this is one among the thing. Next is respect for individuals, right? So these are the basic options that has been in the question, right? So except point number 3, all the other 3 comes. 1, 2 and 4 is the right answer. Point number 3 doesn't arise. So that is respect for God and goddesses and tendency to worship, right? So it is not the respect. So it is the love and affection that we give towards God and goddesses, right? So point number 3 does not arise, and all the other things arises. So again, this can be your cut copy question for your preliminary examination in art and architecture. So let's move on to the next one. Right, in this question I have tried to check the basic aspect with respect to the understanding in the Vedic philosophy, right? So which one of the following is the most basic to all Hindu thoughts? Which one of the following is the most basic to all Hindu thoughts has been your question. The options are the concept of Maya, B, the idea of worship, C, the idea of synthesis, D, none of the above, right? So the basic to Hindu thoughts, that is all Hindu thoughts, has been the concept of Maya, which you people can see even from the philosophies of great saints, and even from that is Rigvedic period, you would be able to see the concept of Maya, right? So and in most of the cases the concept of Maya has been stressed by the greatest religious reformer in India, that is Adi Shankaracharya, through his philosophy, that is Advaita philosophy, where you get to see lot about the concept of Maya, right? So the answer with respect to this question is, that is option A, that is the concept of Maya, which is the basic element with respect to all Hindu thoughts. So let's move on to the next question. The largest natural freshwater lake in India, right? The question is very crystal clear, right? The largest natural freshwater lake in India is, the options are Dal Lake, Ular Lake, Pushkar Lake, Batkal Lake, right? Again, the question is very direct in nature. The right answer is Ular Lake, right? So with this question, we have tried to cover around 10 questions at this session, right? So these questions are used, I hope these questions are very much useful for your preparation. And we are also planning to conduct test batches for preliminary examination. Please do write to our mail, that is Annamalayar IAS, if there is any queries regarding these questions or any other aspect with respect to your preparation. You can also reach to us in the given phone number, and do subscribe our channel, so that which encourages me to make more such videos which would be helpful for your preliminary preparation. Thank you.